has now ended.
Yo yo, hello, Pochito. Pochito. What up, man? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Apparently a bunch of shit just happened with Tekken 8. A bunch of stuff dropped or what? Got on Discord. There's all these links. The only one I got pulled up right now is Zhao Yu, but I guess other shit dropped too. Oh, yeah. Here's Ling Xiaoyu, bro. Xiaoyu and Born Ash June. There's other stuff too. There's like some type of showcase breakdown thing. I don't know.
Get ready for the next battle.
Dancing Phoenix. Oh God.
8. New challenger. Nen Yao.
Yow! Cochito! Parry. Wonder if that wall splat's guaranteed. Oh shit, new stage. Ouch. Yeah, this new stage is too sick. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Zhao Yu's gonna be a pain in the ass, ain't she? Dope. I like her rage art, man. That was cool. More than just a punch up in the air and then hitting them while they hit the. Oh my God, what was that? And then hitting them when they hit the ground. So like when she punches up, pop, 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 pop. That was cool. Full fight? I think maybe. I'm not sure. I was hoping Spider would be up in here with the links. Alright, I do want to look at it in the slow-mo. She looks wild. Look at it, man. She looks nice. Damn. Prepare yourself. Go back to the Kung Fu roots. Where's the back? Slow-mo. Sound off. Forest one tickles my pickle. Yo, that forest is so sick. Especially how it's not infinite, but like super huge. But I like that it has walls. That's what I meant to say. Not an infinite. I was worried it would be. Like she's almost grown now. Jun is lit. Oh, she looked like she's almost grown. Got you. Tekken 12, she'll actually look 18. Looks. I don't know. Jun, what's up with Jun, man? She got cryogenically frozen again, or like Nina did. All right, I don't think I'm gonna do a bunch of pausing and shit. I just want to see it. See if there's anything I didn't notice. People in bleachers watching the fight? I didn't notice that. What? I didn't notice this stage had spectators like that. Ooh. Tekken 5? Or is that Tekken 4? Damn it, come on! Is that a punish? 10 frame punish into mix up? A lot of characters have that shit, man. Punish into some type of stance mix up. They took that shit from lay. Everybody's got to lay 1-1 now. 1-1 forward. You motherfuckers. Gotta take lay's shit, man. Oh, that was a launcher? Wait, was that a parry? Or no, that wasn't a launcher. Okay, mini combo. That's a punish. Big tall fucking screw. Bird on the Nina. Damn. Ay ay ay. Nice fucking upskirt. Parry. The Splatskis. Just started with Jailbait instead of Phoenix Dancer. Jeez. Oh. At least she's not in a schoolgirl outfit in this game. I like how they like toned down the wrist things. She still got them, but they're not fucking ginormous, ridiculous cartoon glowing wrist things. There's the manual heat engage. And then they usually do that into like the heat smash. No. Damn, she interrupted that. Wait a second. Hold up. Oh, is it because he didn't have, alright, I'm rewinding. I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm doing it. Is it because he didn't have fucking... He wasn't in heat, I guess. You could do that move without heat and run, but the armor doesn't armor? Or was that a low? I'm confused. It looks like King's about to get armor. Look at the white around him. I don't know. Didn't activate? Chopped him out of that run. Interrupted. You see his leg clip through her leg? Look at that clipping. Damn, nice. In your official trailer. That looks sick. Look at that clip. Oh, leg right in your leg. Fuck your leg, bro. His boots look cool, though. Yeah, no heat. Yeah. So that's the heat engager, I guess. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. That was that heat smash, I think. Bam, 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 bam. Block the hop knee, so what's that, 12 frame punish? Heat engager? Fucking sick. Run up in there. Run up in that ass. Some Jiao Yu shit. Damn, I never noticed the wavelength or whatever. It's like you break the sound barrier. Look when she lands this hit. See that? It's like after the hit spark, look. You see that like sound barrier fucking shit? That was cool. Warp space time. The effects do look dope. What up, Tekken Dan? I guess a bunch of new shit dropped. I'm not sure exactly yet. I'm watching Jiao Yu first. I was hoping Spider'd hop in here with some more links. If not, I gotta hop in the Discord. Move the ends in fucking flamingo stance or whatever that shit is. It's not flamingo. What's hers called? Phoenix. And then what's that? Rage art already? Oh, she's the Hulk? Now you've made me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. He turns green. Stomps him into the ground. Damn, that'd be dope. Getting pulled over, bro. Every rage art you get pulled over, man. You got the siren lights in the background and shit. Damn. Damn. I wish the camera would zoom out more. It's hard to see what the fuck's happening. But it does look cool. They need to zoom the camera out 20%. And it would look a lot better, in my opinion. Just too zoomed in and ridiculous. And then she spins them with her fucking hands. I didn't notice who spins them with her hands like Cool. Is her announcement? Yeah, announcement trailer, bro. Play through it on regular again. The win is mine. You are win. All your win are belong to us. See those abs? Was not affected. What by the spins?
Tekken 8.
Laying geese getting spread in T8 like butter? Yo, I missed that. Sorry. Oh, it's like fireworks. It does look cool. You were kidding? Oh, about the jailbait, you're good. No, I know. Laying geese are spread in this game like butter, man. Because they're not going to be in the game. Bullshit. They're just going to give Lay shit to everybody and give Geese's stuff to everybody. I don't care that Geese isn't in it, but the fact that Lay is not. Well, I mean, that's not confirmed, but I'm assuming Lay isn't in it. Criminal. Yeah, look at Zhao Yu. Look at Zhao Yu. Yow! Yow! Tekken down! Dead by the ISO! Sorry. I like doing that with people's names, it's fun. This is Zhao Yu. Talking that good shit. Her fucking one move does chip damage. Back turn fucking overhead kick thing she does. Run up in that ass. Who was it? I think it was Retchel that said, is this all the new stuff? And I'm like, I don't think so. And then I thought, what if it is? Damn, getting pulled over. What if these are like all the new moves? Everything else is the same. Old animations, fucking. All the new moves we see in the trailer are all the new moves. That would kind of suck, wouldn't it? I could see it being so. Here they put into the animations and everything. I cry. They leave the other characters out. What are they? Who you wanting out, man? I need to get a link, I guess. Link Xiao Yu. Where's Discord? Where is it? New activity? Fuck off, bro. I don't want to deal with your new activity, Discord. I want to do my activity. Where is Tekken channel? All the way at the bottom. Oh, there. Watch parties. The Spag clip. I don't know if this comes from some other video, like the OG.
Ladies and lads, Spag here. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks to Bandai Namco, I was invited to the Bandai Namco EU headquarters in Lyon, France, and got to play Tekken 8 early.
What? So you get surprised because you earn them in game? That would be cool. Yoshi or Huo. How far back is considered OG Tekken? 5 or 4? I mean, probably. I would include 4 and 5, but if you're talking legacy characters, I would stop that at 3. Legacy characters would be 3. OG Tekken, I'd include 4 and 5 in there, and tag. Why not? Why not? Let me get some shouts before we start this. I shouted Cochito. Get death. Legacy is 3 guys. That's what I'd say. Legacy would be 3 and back, but OG Tekken is like 5 and back. I don't know. I'm pulling it out of my ass. I'll take my word for it. I'm not the main man. Alright, let's see what we got here.
The game felt amazing, and after playing the game and talking to the developers, it's clear that they've made changes to the game to make it more aggression based. There's a lot to go over before this system overview, so let's get straight into it. Ladies and lads,
are we gonna see
Tekken
footage?
8 system overview.
It said new gameplay footage.
So first up, let's go over the general system changes for Tekken 8. Number 1, running tackles no longer exist. I suppose that was a change made to prevent people getting an advantage by being too far away, because in Tekken 7, if you're far away enough from your opponent and you run in, you do a plus on block.
That's my go-to after a rage art.
As well. So it gives you a little bit.
That's my go-to after a rage art, man. Fuck.
It was actually an unblockable. But now, if you were to run in on your opponent, you'll just stop right in front of them. Number 2.
What?
Forward into hold forward actually makes the character run now. Now this was a little bit weird for me to get used to at first, but it makes it much easier to approach.
Alright, we gotta eat one of these one at a time. We gotta eat this cookie one at a time. Alright, no more running tackle. That's good. I don't like that you just stop in front of them. Easier run. Oh, is that what he just said? No more fucking instant while running? Bro, no more instant while running. Run up and stop, yeah. Tackle eats butt. I like no running tackle. I guess that means also no running tackle to the ground, right? They kept showing just shoulders. Or did they show him tackle him to the ground? I wasn't even really paying attention to Tekken 7 footage. No tackle to the ground either, huh? Armored all that shit? I wonder if they still have running slide. I mean, they gotta still have like running 3 and running slide and running 4. Yeah, all that. I'm sure all that's still there. Big boom on the screen. Oh, we get health bar. I didn't notice health bars were up. Alright. This is new footage with health bars.
Now this was a
forward and to hold forward makes you run. So forward and to hold forward is a wall running now. Instant wall running, easy as pie. Chloe about to be broken.
A little bit weird for me to get used to at first, but it makes it much easier to approach and do running moves. But don't worry, it doesn't make it possible to do instant running. I think this is a change to allow people who are new to the game to perhaps be able to get in much easier. So forward into hold forward will give you a run. Number 2.
So then how do you do instant wall running?
No longer exist in Tekken. Now this is from what we saw. We played a lot of different characters and it doesn't.
Why'd they add him in the first place? They're just gonna add him again later.
With Geese's
Fuck.
back in Tekken 7. And then eventually everybody got one, but I don't think they exist anymore in Tekken. Next up, we've got a big one. Get up kicks.
I'm not too mad about that.
You down even on counter hits. This is a
What? What? It's like Smash Bros.
You are here because you were
who's this?
here.
Thrifty. What up, y'all?
To come here and then you obeyed.
Thank you for the
It is of course
raid,
a way of
Thrifty.
all things. You see, there is only one constant. One universe
Shall?
that is the only.
What up, y'all? We're breaking down some Tekken 8 breakdown right now.
Action, reaction,
Rivers.
cause.
Thank you, thank you. Coming through with the raid skis. Or are you playing some Fall Guys? Hey, Thrifty, did you hear about multiverses? Oh, man. Twisted Phoenix, what up, man? They need to, they need to come back with a great game if they're gonna pull this, what they're doing. That's crazy. Just taking that shit offline for like 6 months or something. That's crazy. But I hope the stream went great, Thirsty. Thank you for the raid. Who else was I needing to get? Tekken. There's already so much damage with the bounce. Well, now we got the wall splat. Everybody's got a resplat. Easy resplat. I guess that's taking place of the wall bounce. Yeah, they're taking it down for like 6 months or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, next year. So that's like 9 months. Yikes. They're gonna go. Okay, cool. Hey, I appreciate the raid. Drive safe. Walk safe. Ride safe. You're welcome, Tekken Dan. No problem. I wish I had my damn sound bites. My soundboard ain't one though. Alright, use it to call you a bitch. Alright, let's go. So DOA rip, you talk about multiverses? Man, that was fun. I liked it. I'm waiting for him to add Johnny Bravo. Look at this.
Scared to approach the opponent on the floor and be more aggressive. I'm personally happy with this one as I got hit by these a lot. So you're not going to be knocked down anymore, not going to be launched by running into a get up kick.
Wow.
The next one is a massive change.
No launch, no knockdown, nothing. You just hit him and get some advantage, I guess. What's he about to say? He said about something about this one's about to be crazy. Is he talking about low parries? They take low parries out of the game? You love it?
Into a get up
Oh
kick.
boy.
Ladies and lads, the next one is a massive change, maybe even the biggest. Magic 4s no longer launch on
I was afraid of that.
This is a huge change. Magic 4s have always been an incredible answer to aggressive play, and now they've been changed. In order to get a
I hate that so much.
Launch, you now have to commit to a full string, like Laws 4-3. But doing that puts you at risk of getting ducked and launched.
Oh, so it can. You just gotta commit. Okay.
Now,
Well, Kuchido's used to that.
Some people will be happy, some people will be upset. But this will definitely force a player to play more aggressive and actually encourage them to play more aggressive. You're no longer
I'm happy
scared.
with more counter hit launchers being taken out, but Magic 4, that's
You can throw out those down forward
it's like
ones,
a staple,
you can be
man.
more aggressive, and you won't get hit too badly.
Just
Now,
take
this one
away
will
like
shock you. It
a
might
lot of
actually
people's
make you
counter hit
laugh.
launchers, everybody but
It made
Laws.
me laugh. Right, here we go. Rage arts are now minus 13. Yes, you heard it correctly. You heard it right. Rage arts are no longer launch punishable. Now, this is from what we tested with some of the characters, and I don't know if this is going to remain the way it is, but definitely a 100%, no mistakes. The rage arts were not launch punishable when we played the game.
Yeah, leave Law OP. Let him have be the only person with a Magic 4. And that's how it is, cause Jeet Kune Do, bitches. Damn it. Not feeling that last one. Had me in that first half. Oh shit. I ain't feeling that last one, bro. That means people with high rage arts are gonna be in trouble. Unless they're all mid. Not launch punishable rage arts. That sucks. You gotta figure out your best 13 frame launcher and try and kill him with it. And if it don't kill, you're fucked. Some people are gonna be at a big advantage with that. Some people will have 13 frame shit that'll kill, I'm sure, during that last chunk of life where you're in rage. Some people won't. Minus 13. What?
So I wonder if that is again a change they've decided to make to prevent players from being scared to throw it out. I think they want players to throw it out and not
Throw it out.
too hard.
Throw it out. Throw it out.
Rage arts still do
Throw it
a lot
out.
of damage, and
The key phrase.
yeah,
Throw it out.
they're not going to be punished too heavily now. The next change is a small one. But it's still
Everything, not just
spicy.
rage arts. Everything.
Spring
Throw it
kicks
out.
No longer.
Spring kicks no
knock you
longer
down.
knockdown.
And I
I
think
know.
this makes sense
Okay.
now, given the other changes, because as you know,
I don't hate
they've
that.
already nerfed get up kicks, so they're nerfing spring kick as well. They
Fuck
really
spring
want
kicks,
players
man.
to
I never
be
use
able
them
to
bitches. I hate them.
approach their
Nerf
opponent
them.
on the
Take
floor
them out of the game.
without
Why do we
being
still
scared
got
to get
them?
hit by a get up
Watch
kick.
Fang still launch.
This change is something we anticipate.
Fang still launches
Low
though.
parries no longer give combo extenders like tailspin.
There it
They
is.
use the heat burst. Now, this
At least
makes
they didn't take
so
it
much
out.
less risky to use lows because
Unless you
Tekken
heat
7,
burst.
even using a
Damn.
relatively safe low, or even a safe one, can lead to 50% of your health being gone. So this is definitely a welcome change. Now this one you guys already knew, but chip damage now exists in Tekken, but it leaves
cheater.
recoverable health. Now one thing you might not have known though, is that when you're in rage, that chip damage is much less. And as the developers already said, you cannot actually die from chip damage. So there you have it. Here are the changes
Wait,
from Tekken
wait,
7
wait.
to Tekken 8 that I was able to identify from playing the
What?
game. Chip damage now exists in Tekken, but it
Alright, hold
leaves
on. Let's
recoverable
listen to that one more
health.
time.
Now one thing you might not have known though.
Look at, so people are gonna be fighting like that a bunch.
That chip damage
We're
is
gonna be stuck in this.
much less. And as the developers already said, you cannot actually die from chip damage.
Except you gotta do lows to like take out the white bar. You can still take out the white bar. What?
You cannot is much less. And as the
Listen to that one more time. I'm processing.
So
I'm
this
sorry.
is definitely a welcome change. Now this one you guys already knew, but chip damage now
What?
exists in Tekken.
Low parries are in it. You just don't get a launch.
Now one thing you might not have known though, is that when you're in rage, that chip damage is much.
Yeah, the
much
chip damage is less.
And as the
But you gotta,
developers
you
already
can still
said,
chop down the gray
cannot
though.
actually
You do that with
die
lows
from
and like some other shit.
there you
You
have
see,
it.
you
Here's
see
the
her
changes
heal?
from
Yo, you see Jun heal?
from
Look at,
chip damage.
look at her heal up. What a hoe. She's gonna be such a hoe.
Cannot actually die from
Taking everything from Lei. God, leave Lei alone.
You cannot actually die
Look at
from
her heal up.
chip
Whoop.
damage. So there you have it. Here's the changes from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8.
I
that
knew
was
she'd be a
able
healer. I
to
said that shit on her
in
launch
the game.
trailer.
Now I didn't go over heat system because we're going to be talking about that later in a separate part of the video. But before that, let's go over the things that still exist and are the same between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. So number one,
That's a good idea.
over Oki still exists. So moves like Asuka or Jun's forward 2.
Oh,
will
shit.
flip you over when you're on the ground and force you into another mix-up. Now I'm sure you'll be pleased to know, but throws are very much similar to Tekken 7. You can break generic grabs with 1 or 2, and the throw break window felt really similar to Tekken 7. Overall, it felt pretty easy to break grabs. Now I know if I don't mention this, I'm going to get a million dislikes on this video, so I might as well mention it right now. Ladies and lads, the movement feels very similar to Tekken 7. It right now.
Oh boy, no buff to movement. Great. How does she have no chains? Oh, she's in heat right now. Okay, so she, or wait, no, Kazuya. Kazuya's not in heat, right? But his little chains are gone. I thought when you use your fucking chains or whatever, then you use your heat. I don't get it. I don't understand. So like, you can use your heat, and then you got the 2 chains, so you got like 3 rage drives, like 3 meters per round. How are his 8s gone? But he's still got full heat meter. Man, I hope that shit doesn't refill, man. Maybe your 8s only last per match. The heat meters per round. I hope it gets to that. Oh, that's probably what this last chunk of the video is about, is heat shit. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself. Jun's in heat, bruh! She too old? Oh, gee. Not yet. Not yet. We were talking about that. She's got 10, 15 more years. What up, though, Chobla? Heals and chip damage. Yeah. Make up your mind. I think Jun's the only one that's healing. You change the 8 to something else. Dorky as hell. It's not an 8, bro. It's chains. It's chains breaking, bro. It's a whole fucking concept. Yeah, it is cheesy as fuck. I agree.
7. Overall, it felt pretty easy to break
What up, though, Retro? How's it going?
Now, I know
Hello.
if I mentioned this, I'm gonna get a million
Hello,
dislikes
hello.
on this video, so I might as well mention it right now.
Retro and
Ladies and
Choblo,
lads,
what's going
the
on?
Movement feels very similar to Tekken.
What would be
7.
undorky about
Like,
Tekken?
honestly, it felt very fluid, and it might be either the same
Very
as
fluid.
2000 or
If it's
even
the same as
better.
Tekken
I
7.
noticed that some characters still had different backdashes, but in general, the movement
Characters
felt
had
good.
different
And I think that if you
backdashes.
want to know if it is actually better than Tekken 7, we'll have to wait and do some framework, see how the backdash is, and see how the sidestep is and everything.
I mean, that
But in
sidestep.
general,
Oh,
it
she
feels
started
really
walking.
good. Next up,
think.
combo
I
extenders
don't know.
are still a thing. Now, Tekken 7 combo extenders were from moves which had forward momentum and was called the tailspin. In Tekken 8, the combo extenders have an upwards motion and feels more like a tail flip. The moves launch you upwards
We're doing
and
flips.
allow you to connect moves a lot.
See, that
easier.
looks cartoony and
Because of
goofy.
the upwards momentum of the tail flip, it means that you get less wall
I like the
carry,
one
but
that bounces
it's
them
a
off the
lot
ground
easier
up in the
for you to
air.
connect
That's the
your
best
combo
one.
ender because you don't have to
I want to
dash
see
in
that
as
one.
far. And as you can see in this example, Jack's even able to do a dash into
Oh
5
my
plus
goodness.
2 to get a wall spin. A unique thing about this tail flip though
Oh
is that it
shit.
actually works at the wall, similar to Tekken 6 bound. So
What
now
the
you can go
fuck?
for a full wall carry and save your combo extender.
It works at the wall no matter
As you
what.
can see here in this example, the Nina string flips up the opponent and almost re-wall split.
Any screw attack
Another
works at the
example,
wall.
you
To
see
wall,
walk
do
on
a
wall splat and use down to
re-wall
3
splat
as a tail
also?
flip to get another higher wall splat. However, this does count as an extra wall hit, so getting the 4-3 into DSS Dragon Cannon actually didn't work here as demonstrated in the clip.
What?
So in Tekken 6 you had the bound which gave you downwards
While
momentum.
standing 4
In
Dragon
7
Cannon,
you had the
bitch.
tailspin, which
2
gave you
hits.
forward momentum. And now in Tekken 8 you have the tail flip.
That's gonna be
which gives
tough.
you
While
upward
standing 4
momentum.
DSS about to come in clutch.
Finally,
For
power
wall
crushes
combos
are
or
still
something.
in
Man,
the
what the
game.
hell?
Now, power crushes have been
Power
described
Crush,
as
of course they're
being
still in the
a
game.
answer
They said they're
to
fucking
dealing
upping them
with
and making them
power
stronger.
pressure.
Oh
And
yeah,
we
he's telling
saw
us
in
similarities. My
the
bad.
video.
Yeah, this is stuff we already knew.
We still
I thought
don't
this was
know
new
what
stuff.
the properties of these
This is just
power crushes
stuff we
are
know that's
because
still there
they
that's the same
activate
as...
all the kind of nerdy frame stuff about it, but
They
are still
activate
in the game
earlier.
and they do have a lot of utility. So be
Oh,
ready to,
yeah. Take your
learn
turn.
what your character's
443 is a heat engager? Did they show that on his trailer?
So there you go. That's more or less all the similarities between Tekken 7 and
Oh,
Tekken
Lord.
8 as far as systems.
Probably still launch punishable.
Now, let's talk about the heat system.
Here we go.
The
This is
heat
what we
system
came
is a
for.
variant of an extendable 10
Hold on. Rado was like, what would Tekken be like in an alternate universe? And 8. Holla, holla, holla. Holla, holla, holla. I don't have none of my sound bites right now, man. That's a sad story. I give you a shout, though. Did I give you a shout? I give you a shout. I did not yet. Bam. Ooh, doing the writing. Doing the writing.
system. The heat system is
You're
a
welcome.
period of an extendable
Welcome.
10 seconds where your character has access to multiple strong offensive options. I'm going to be talking about 2 main subjects here to break this down. Number 1,
Good.
how to
I want that to
enter
know that
heat,
about that
and
second
number
one.
2, heat
That one.
energy.
Yeah.
The 2 main ways to enter heat are heat engager and heat burst. Starting with heat engagers are special moves which automatically puts the player into heat and runs
4-4-3.
at the opponent to get a significant advantage. Each character is said to have an average of 5 of these, and as you can see, can be very, very oppressive. Heat can be a great way to start your offense, but as you can see in the video, can also be used to extend combos. An important detail about heat engagers though, is that they're only going to put you into heat if the moves hit. Heat burst is the
Oh,
other
that's
way
how you
to
get rid of your
enter
8s?
heat.
Okay.
Heat burst is a Tekken
Hopefully.
6 bound type move, which puts the player into heat at a slight advantage on block and hit. The difference here is that on heat burst, you can enter into heat even on block. You can use both heat engager
what?
and heat burst to make some pretty interesting
Wait, hold on.
way you can enter
I need to
heat
listen to that
if
one more
the moves
time.
hit. Heat burst is the other way you can enter into heat. Heat Burst is a Tekken 6 bound type move which puts the player into heat at a slight advantage on block and hit. The difference here is that on Heat Burst, you can enter into heat even on block. You can use both heat
What does that
engager
mean,
and
even on
to
block?
make some pretty interesting combos.
Oh, you enter into heat if
Now,
they
when it
block
comes to
your
heat
move.
energy, you wanna keep
Okay.
two
So no matter if you're okay, it showed that while the enemies okay, it leaves you in heat if your move gets blocked.
and heat
Got
burst
you.
to make some pretty interesting combos. Now, when it comes to heat energy, you want to keep two things in mind: heat dash and
What up,
heat
M4s?
smash. Let's talk about heat energy now. As you can see in the corner,
Got a
of the
dash
heat
or
bar,
smash,
you
smash
have
or dash.
two chains that look like the number 8. That's heat energy and allows you to perform additional functions such as heat dash and heat smash. When you're in heat, you can choose to use heat dash, which is where the character dashes forward after using one of the heat engager moves to give you more advantage on block or extend combos and even turn engager moves into launchers. Heat dashes deplete 1 heat energy each usage. Heat smash, on the other hand, is a special attack which takes all of your heat meter and energy.
Oh, it takes all of it.
Entering
Holy
with heat
shit.
engager gives
That must
+2
do
heat
some
energy, and entering with heat burst
fucking
gives
damage.
+1 heat energy. Heat lasts 10 seconds but stops depleting while you're attacking, blocking, in the air, or if you're being attacked. An
So
important
always.
detail about heat also is that when you have heat and you attack, you will be gaining back your chip damage on block and on hit. Another interesting detail is that there are chains around the character avatar when heat is available. Heat is a big part of Tekken 8. It's going to
Lord.
be so significant to the competitive scene and even the casual scene. So get used to it and get ready to make some sick combos.
Okay, the bar disappears completely. Cool. I like that. Yo, I like that. Use it and it just disappears off the fucking health bar completely. That's dope.
Easy inputs such as 111, 222, 3, 4, and R1.
Simple commands.
Now, this isn't going to be significant at any medium to high level, but for people new to learning Tekken, it can be a great way to start. Kind of like training wheels when you're learning to ride a bike, and I think that is a great addition into the game.
We're getting match footage, man. I'd like to see.
That was
Here we
it
go.
for this video. I
Ah.
hope you enjoyed it.
Ah, damn it! I thought he was about to say, ladies and lads, here's a full match.
Please drop a like and a subscribe. It really helps out
Fuck.
the channel. And let me
I was
know
about to
what
show
you
Nina
thought
versus
of it.
Jin.
I read pretty much every
Damn it.
So much love, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and a big thank you to Ban and
Fuck.
Nico as well for inviting me to play the game. And I will see you for the next video.
So. Oop. Doo-doo. What other ones were out? I played Tekken 8 first impressions. Oh boy. 34 minutes. Fucking main man. 2 hours ago. Tekken 8 interview. Harada-san discusses heat system customization and more. Ah!
What's up, everyone? Mitchell Saltzman here, and I am joined by the one and only Katsuhiro Harada and the likewise one and only Michael Murray. And
2
we're, of
hours
course,
ago.
here to talk about Tekken 8. So one of the things that you guys are adding to Tekken 8 that's completely brand new is this heat system. Can you tell me a little bit about what the design goal of the heat system was and how it manifests in the game?
そうですね。
It kind of, this is his hands first. That it ties into the overall design philosophy first, which I think we touched on, is aggressive, right? Because fighting games are unique.
Pre-recorded?
in that other
Weird.
genres don't have this, but you can guard and have like 0 damage if you're that good at guarding, right? So in order to kind of get around that, it's more about we wanted to kind of entice people to explore the new game system and to be more aggressive in attacking. And the heat system was kind of designed to be one of the strong points of that. And
Did you
to
just,
be
like-
so interesting that people want to explore different options and creative
What the hell?
ways to use the characters to kind of employ those tactics.
So I got to see a keynote of what
Ooh.
your goals were
Ooh.
with Tekken 8.
That
And
law.
you said one of them was to enhance like the character specialties
DSS looked weird.
in the game. Can you talk a little bit about what that means and how the heat system
They
kind of
dubbed
plays into
Harada
that?
with Michael Murray.
まあ、ヒートシステムっていうキーワードで、新システムですっていうパッケージ。
Where you at,
Yeah,
Murray?
It's quite.
He's
a
sitting
focal
right
point for
there.
us for the
Telekinesis.
making each character more unique as a result of the heat system. So the heat system
fuck.
is. It's a nice package and a nice ring to it by itself.
Oh, I can't even
and
pay
it
attention
affects
because the
whole game,
presentation's so
just
weird.
as a system standpoint.
Why would you
But
do this? They
what's cool
melded
is
them
that
into
how
one
each of
person.
these individual characteristics is different depending on the character when they're in the heat state. For example, even King is a character that, although he has his
Oh,
moveset
come on, just show
and,
us a
can
full
be valid
round, man.
when he goes into the heat state.
Ooh.
uh,
Oh,
he
man.
has
What
access
is
to
this?
something like
That
Jaguar
looks so
Strength where
ridiculous.
He's got the super armor attributes as he's dashing towards the opponent.
What the fuck,
Will all the
man?
other characters have that? No, that's specific to him and makes him unique.
Hey, was
But
that a
what
full
does
round?
is it
I
kind
think
of
that was a full
fosters,
round.
That players will have their main character.
I think it might have been
Tekken.
edited.
They learn what makes them even cooler this time for Tekken 8. At the same time, they
think they
see
edited
another
some skips
character
in
and they
there.
think, oh wow, if the heat state makes them be able to do this kind of cool thing, maybe I'll pick them up and try them out. Harada himself even said he wants to maybe switch main characters or pick up someone else. He gave the King example. Myself, I'm a Mishima player, and if you look at Kazuya, he's been showing the trailer.
When are you
one
a
of the
Mishima
things
player? I
with
thought Murray
Mishimas
played
that's
LOL.
So satisfying is when you're able to hit the electric, right? The
I'm
electric
LOL
and
player.
Darkness, but it's so difficult input for people who aren't really good at the game yet. But in heat state, he has a much easier way to do electrics, and so you can find out why he's such a fun character. So those are just two examples. And imagine
Easy
that
electrics in
across
heat
the
mode.
cast.
So
Yay.
reflecting back on Tekken 7, I wonder, was there anything
bet they're
that you
mids.
looked at when you were thinking about Tekken 8 that you wished, oh, I wish we did this in
Bag
Tekken
was saying
7?
that King's
Like,
mega
were there any
retarded.
areas in Tekken 7 that you thought you could do better at that you're now trying to
Pointing,
do in
running at
Tekken
you
8?
in heat all day.
おーなかなか面白い質問ですね。
What did he ask him?
There's
Do
Oh,
better at that you're now Tekken 7. Like, were there any areas in Tekken 7 that you thought you could do better at that you're now trying to do in Tekken 8?
no. That's not the route they went. They didn't try and improve on 7. They wanted to throw 7 out the window.
There's lots of ideas. That's a very interesting question. First off,
Yeah,
I've never
exactly.
been asked. But there's many ideas.
Interesting
of,
question.
The opposite, where during Tekken
The opposite.
example 5, he gave an example that maybe the super slow was something that we did in 7.
Jesus
but he
Christ.
originally wanted to do it in 5. But it's very hard to take an idea that you couldn't do it.
He said the opposite.
Not enough time or money or.
We didn't
something
improve
like
shit.
that, and do it later, because often when you go to the next installment, you have a different fan base, or the times have changed that they want something else, and you have to you're not able to use those ideas that are stocked. So it's very difficult in that sense. And this time for Tekken 8, it's more like it has to be better in every aspect than 7. That
Oh, wait, he's
we
actually
have to,
talking now.
Put every idea that we can that's brand new, rather than something that.
Man,
you know,
these
was in
transitions
7
are
per se.
fucking with me.
is
Imagine if
what
someone's
he
on
was saying.
shrooms watching
For
this.
me personally, I kind of get what you're saying, and like one example is Tekken 5. The characters.
I kind of
depending
get
on
what you're
who,
saying. Why do you keep talking about
the
Tekken
protagonists,
5?
You know, they have a certain line they speak, and an action, and it changes depending on who they were talking to. And that was something that the fans really loved, and we just weren't able to do in 7. But this time, we put a lot of effort into doing that. And like Harada was
Interactive
saying, I
character
really wanted to make
dialogue.
the characters more unique, because they have
Thank God.
rage drive or systems.
Get
across
into the
board.
fucking 20th century,
So
bro.
this time it was great to actually make them more unique with the heat capabilities and such. I wish we could have done more of that earlier, but this time
Are we in
it's something
21st?
special.
In 20th?
I actually noticed that while I was playing. I think Lars and
Whoa,
Jin
new
had, like, a little
stage?
fist bump intro. How many? Do you
What
have a
the
lot of
fuck
those
is that?
or is it just a select few?
Yo, bro. Let's get this fight on, bro. Don't fucking stain my jacket.
How many? Do you have? a lot
Bam!
of those
That was kind of goofy electric
or is
fucking
it just a
shit.
select- do you have
The
a lot
electric
those
off of their
in
hands.
Tekken 8, or is it just a select few?
Oh, let me heat burst all over you, Lars. Oh, come on, Jin. Smash me, bro. Oh, sorry. All right, I had to stop. Ventriloquism. This is not live. This was posted 2 hours ago. What up, Hypno? They did something dumb with the translation. They dubbed Harada with Murray. Yeah, it's weird. And then they'll show Murray talking. Look at Paul. I mean Mike. Leave my boy Paul alone. He'll kick your ass. I'll kick your ass. I'll kick your ass. Oh, while he's getting beat up, he says that shit. Or no, he says it in a string. That's what it is. Lars Jin, new lover. Move over, Horang. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, lovers quarrel. Aren't they related? Oh my god. Hypno, did you just get in? Man, there's been a lot going on today. Jesus, I can't keep up, man. I don't know how I could possibly catch you up. Y'all just rattle off shit in the chat, man. Get up kicks no longer counter hit. Low parry no longer gives a combo. Rage arts aren't launch punishable. I'm not lying about any of this. Y'all rattle shit off.
For example, June also comes into it. So when she
They had a whole list earlier.
Different interaction, some kind of things you might story-wise think, hey, maybe these people have something. Then most often they do.
Cool. Another one of the big additions that you guys are adding to Tekken 8 is this special control scheme. Can you talk a little bit about the impetus of that control scheme and what?
All right, we're talking about special controls, whatever. All right, I can look away now. Counter hit 4 is out. Yep, no magic 4s. Watch the Xiaoyu trailer 5 times.
The special style, the controller scheme itself.
Did it matter when Jin had his face in Asuka's tits? Damn, that's true as fuck. You got me, Cochito. Checkmate. All right, Jin and Lars are new lovers.
It's geared just towards beginners.
I had to watch it in slow mo. Yeah, me too, man.
You have to set up in the menu.
I still don't know what was going on. Yeah, no more armored running tackle.
So when we were thinking about this,
when they said you just run up and stop. The run input is just forward, hold, forward. They said that doesn't mean easier instant while runnings, I guess. But forward, hold, forward. So double tap, hold, forward to run now is the input. And you don't armor tackle. You don't tackle at all. You gotta push a button or you'll just run up and stand there in their face.
In that manner, it's like for newcomers,
Heat Smash uses the whole heat meter. Heat meter is only once per round. Once you use it, it's fucking out of there. You can use your 8s, but they can be blocked. And then you don't have your 8 anymore. What is it? Heat.
Non-fighting action game.
Engager?
So it serves its purpose.
No, the heat engager leaves you in heat. The heat.
For,
no,
more
I forget.
Players,
one of them you can like use it and miss if it's blocked and it uses up one of your 8s.
But maybe they want to try out someone else, and rather than watching YouTube videos.
Look at the battle damage on Kazuya. Oh, they're 2 rounds in. Look at the damage. That's cool. Kazuya looks all beat the fuck up.
But maybe they want to try out someone.
That's cool. Look at him. Look at his face.
Videos or going into that. Move list and spend a lot of time, they can just jump right in and turn
that's
it on,
cool.
And then check out the character.
Devil heat mode Kazuya. Ouch, nice.
Within the match, still they can turn it off and go to the traditional.
See, and then the heat meter is gone.
And even
gone.
Maybe more advanced players.
Show a full round.
There might be an instance where they're playing and then in a certain.
Yeah, they're getting rid of counter hit launchers, man.
They
unless you're in heat, I guess. Some of them. And there you go. They wanted it to be a heat engager. There you go. And to mix up. Missed it.
So as you can see, it's designed that because it's simultaneous.
Bam! Xiaoyu and heat.
That it's something that should benefit all their levels of players.
One of the big things about Tekken 7 was customization of your characters. Is there going to be a similar system?
Customization.
Where you can dress up your character as much as you want with the items that you get unlocked?
We need my floaties, bro. How am I gonna swim in this stage right here?
That's a question that unfortunately we can't deep dive into at the moment. What we can say is, Tekken has always been known for, even within fighting games, being very a lot of freedom that the players have in customizing the look of their characters. Not just the skin, right? It's like
it's been known. It's been known.
So many different ways. And that was the case
for its customization. I don't know about that one, bro.
For Tekken 8, is all we can say. When the time comes, there's so much stuff.
It's been known.
On that. But for the time being, that's all.
People do know it has
So
it.
with
That's
regards
true.
to the story of Tekken 8, I'm not going to ask you, is this going to be the end of the Mishima arc? But I am going to ask you, you know, you've been thinking about this story for, you know, decades at this point. Have you thought about the end of the story? Like, is that something that you're actually
Rada,
thinking
he's about to be
Do
like,
you
nope.
see an end
That's just gonna go as
for-
long
for
as
the
I'm
story?
alive. That's what he said
それは
before.
もともとあって
As long as I'm alive, the story continues.
So,
That's what he's about to say.
Robert just mentioned that he actually had that kind of overall story arc and the ending plotted out in his head. But that was scheduled to finish 15 years ago. And as you're, you know, creating the game and going along, you get different interesting ideas that you put in that kind of changes it and lengthens it, etc. But
Yo,
the first
Harada
time
said
I
like
took
2
him to
words.
Tekken 8, he said he plotted out a storyline overall for 8 in particular. And then the development staff, they add their own twists and ideas to it. So it's actually quite surprising for even Harada, even though he knows the general story line, that, oh wow, this kind of happens. And so since that's the case for him, he's quite confident that most of the players won't be able to foresee what's going to happen, right? So yeah, and then even
Everybody
for me
thinks
personally,
Kazuya's gonna die.
I'm with
Lars is gonna
Scott.
die.
I've
You're all
rather see in
mistaken.
general order. And because everyone's worked on the game so much and they're all Tekken fans as well, it's like, hey, if it's this character, this is what the community expects, and they would love if we do this. Or on the other hand, they're going to expect this, so let's go this way. And so it is one of the more fun parts of the development is the story and what we want to do with the story arcs.
I dare you. Martial law.
So I noticed that in the trailers you have veteran MMA and pro wrestling commentator or ring announcer Len Hart. Was that like an audition?
What did he say? Hold on. I'm gonna back up a little bit and get caught up with chat. Murray with the ripped jeans. Murray's actually the creative mind. Harada's the front. That's how it is right now. Pretty much, yeah. Murray is the showrunner right now. Harada got promoted. Battle damage, Mortal Tekken. Cassie's Nina, John Centurion. Damn, that's so true. Oh boy, Soul Calibur. Whatever that Earth chick was. Excuse me. Excuse me. King is Kodokan. Now that one dude is straight up ogre or true ogre or no ogre, right? Or the other way around. Ogre is that dude. Or no, he's ogre. What's his name? Turns into a jaguar. Ancient ogre. Yeah, looks like that one dude. Kodokan. Yes, they are the same person. Yo, the stages do look good. Harada wants to outdo Days of Our Lives. He does. Feel though. Take your glasses off. See your puppet eyes. Who's your master? Kahachi. Enforce. Got the sunglasses. Look at the law. Look at the law. Everyone's gonna die because an asteroid hits Earth in the middle of the tournament. Damn. Hey, is hello in English? What? Hachi? Hachi is 8 in Japanese. Yeah, yeah. Mecha Hachi, bro. Jack Hachi. That's what it should have been. That would have been Jack 8. Jack Hachi. Back in my day, it was Ogre and True Ogre. Yes. I agree. Back in my day, it was. It was true. It was Ogre and True Ogre.
Martial law.
So I noticed that in the trailers you have veteran MMA and pro wrestling commentator or ring announcer.
Oh, commentator stuff.
Len Hart. Was that like an audition process getting her in there, or was that someone that you specifically reached out to be part of Tekken 8?
あれ
He's looking at
指
Harada.
名ですねちょっと
And
PV
that's
とか
actually someone that we knew because a lot of the team was into the martial arts events, and we
Ventriloquist.
actually asked her directly, "Hey, can you do this?" And just to give it that atmosphere and the feel and to boost everyone's excitement is she adds a lot to the character trailers, right? And maybe a lot of people don't know she did Anna, voice actor too, before in the past, right? Yeah, she was the voice actor for Anna before. So, and she's been at our events, and she's done some ring announcements for some of our events as well. So it was a logical choice.
Can you talk a little bit about being able to use Unreal Engine 5 as it pertains to Tekken 8?
I think that's a confirmation. They're keeping her to the character trailers. They didn't say nothing about her being the in-game announcer that I heard.
The Unreal Engine 5 being like, you know, a way for fighting games to evolve in the future.
We'll see.
難しいとこですね。実は
Unreal Engine. You asking about
It's
online?
a
What do you
very
say?
interesting question. You could say that
I can't
for
pay
Tekken
attention.
7, even we use UE4 first, right? Even then,
No, just the engine?
itself was more probably geared towards shooters or games with wide open stages, and so fighting games required a whole lot of different things, and so the visual aspect of it was pretty much paired with, you know, was for using UE4. But the actual like underlying mechanics that actually made the game run was usually scripting and stuff that we did on our side, and then heavily kind of customizing it to make it fit what we need. The same could be said for UE5, that it's really easy to get that high level of graphics that people expect from this current generation of, they were called next gen, but now they're the current generation of consoles, right? UE5 is really good at letting you do that quickly and to get the look and feel of a game. But that said, we're still doing most of the scripting and moving.
Netcode.
You know, the actual action of the game and all of those
Quickly.
elements are done on our programming and scripting side. So part of the challenge is to take those pretty graphics and kind of marry them with the underlying framework of the game. And so it's hard to say that fighting games will change in such a certain manner because of UE5, because it's not. It's more of a shooter
Online.
based game, based engine, which we're actually heavily customizing. And it seems like Guilty Gear is probably doing even the same thing on theirs. Not the same as us, but same in that you're taking an engine that's built for another genre and kind of bending it to make it.
Ask him about netcode.
You want to use it for.
Well, that is unfortunately all the time we have.
No, 2 more
Thank you
minutes.
so much for your time and for the info. And for more Tekken 8, keep it right here on IGN.
Yet. Little Majin. Little Majin's face. We got a sweet video. It's fucking half an hour long. Wait. First impressions. I played Tekken 8 first impressions. Is this the same video? Did he make 2 separate videos? What the fuck? Is this him literally playing it? No. This is him talk. Wait. What? This fucking guy milking everything he can. 12 minutes of gameplay, no commentary?
Get ready for the next battle.
Is this cut up or is this for real? Oh shit. Alright, I need to catch up with chat. Still haven't started RE4 yet? Please be in the game. What, Ogre? Mike only have 2 front teeth? Oh goodness. Wearing a combo breaker shirt? Tekken 8 demo coming after a combo breaker? Man, that would be so sick. A demo? Fuck these betas, man. Actually, yeah, beta would be good. Test the netcode, but a demo would be dope. Make it online. Fuck it. The demo's going offline for whatever. I guess that'd kind of be like I don't know. A demo would be cool, man. They did that with Tekken Tag 2. Did a demo with Zuya and Devil and Jin and someone else. Devil Jin, I think. It was just those 4, I think. Zuya, Devil, Jin, and Devil Jin. Good old Tag 2 demo. I like the heat dash because my go-to now is knock you down and run up on you. Puts fear into the hearts of my opponents. Sometimes. How long has that guy been translating for him? For a long time. Gonna be able to speak enough English by now? Who, Harada? Don't ask Harada for shit. That's the only English he knows. Other times they call my bluff and kill me. My mother still speaks no English. Not getting the questions translated to him to answer. Well, some people can understand and not speak. Some people can read and not write. It's weird. I've known people that can understand it, but can't speak the shit to save their life. My nephew's like that. You can tell him something in Spanish, he'll be like, alright. Talk to you back in English. If you use up all your heat in one round, it never comes back. No, I think it's once per round. Hopefully we're about to see this match. We're about to see, hopefully, a match. Fake? Who played Tekken 8? Main boy? Yeah, main boy. Don't that's good, me for shit. What's up, guys? Don't ask me for shit here. Dude, he's gone for Law. Gone for her too now. Now it's regular Tekken. Hey, let's check. Aw, you non-law playing bitch. Uh-oh. Instant rage art? Might as well. It's not launch punishable. Throw it out. Ooh! Ah! Ooh. See, I think they do different shit if you kill with it. Grabbed her bird. I don't have no evil to cleanse. Maybe a little bit of greed, you know? That's one of the only deadly sins. DSS forward 4. What was that? Do 3 plus 4, 4. I want to see it. Man, I bet they took away 3 plus 4, 4. What? Wait. Nice transition, but that wasn't a full match. Fuck. Was it? No, it wasn't, right? I love that so much. Here we go. Is this a different Law player? Is this the same guy? Harry! Did you say back off? Blocked. Damn, wasted her heat. Look at. Oh, look at wall jumps. Oh, stomp on them. Wall jumps are back. Damn, so you can totally waste that heat gauge. That Nina just did it. These transitions are dope. I still wish it was like full games. It's full rounds. Good enough. Damn, you seen his health go all the way back up to full after he did that shit? How far down was his health? I guess he gained a little bit back beforehand. It looks like landing a heat engager, it just automatically refills your gray shit. Stomp on him.
You're not getting away.
Ugh. Damn, it hit.
Die in silence. Goodbye.
Throw it out. Oh, now it's Lars. Anime. What the? Oh, you trolling, bro? Hey, that reminded me of good old Tekken in games past. Look at that little dash up. Lars. Duck teabag on him. Probably like testing shit. Ooh, wall break. That was a cool one. Damn. You seen that wall break? I didn't even expect it. Whoa, look it. It's transition. Is that final round transition? Nice. Into the underground layer. That was cool. A wall break and third round transition. That's interesting. Zhao Yu. Damn, so Zhao Yu's gonna be at Evo too. He's playable, huh? Damn. They saved a new like legacy character for the last, for like an unknown little surprise. That's actually pretty cool. The way they planned out those character trailers and shit. They started with Nina, new one, right? They're like, we got 2 new ones, let's bookend them. And it's the ladies. That kind of sucked. It had to be like big old sausage fest in the middle. Well, except for Jun. But they had to save her till next to last because we haven't seen her gameplay. Their hands were kind of tied. Here we got some King. Where you at, Hypno? Uninterrupted King gameplay. Fucking grabs still do hella damage. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see this King. Doesn't that usually screw? There it is. That instant shining wizard. She blocked it. She wasted her heat. Bam. Damn. That was cool. Hallelujah. Smack it. Smack the fucking bicep. Crowd cheering. Sound effects were cool. Whoa! Trades look cool as fuck! Yo, is that the first time we've seen a trade? That was cool as shit. That was cool. Damn, son. Oh, went to throw him. Electrics look crazy. Damn. That is smash? So it is okay. It is like I was saying. I think you only get 2 8s per match, but you get 1 bar every round. Or no, wait. He just activated it and got an 8. I'm confused. I think it depends on how you activate it. It gives you 1 or 2 then? I don't know. I'm still confused. Hey, Jack. Oh, it does still blow him back. Okay. Even if you don't KO with it, it still blows him back. That's cool. Then he lands on the floor. Pretty funny. What the hell just happened? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Heat smash, it missed. Punish. The chip damage seems to have minimal effect, I'm being honest. Half the time, their whole health bar gets wiped out anyways. Oh, it starts when you're floated as well. The white bar. If you're in the air, it adds white bar, I think. Or if you absorb a move with armor, it becomes chip damage instead of... That ain't bad. See, most moves just take away all the white bar anyway. By the looks of it. Oh, here we go with Paul. His shirt still rips, even if you don't KO. I'm surprised. So does it stay ripped the rest of the match? It does. That's pretty funny. The whole rest of the match. It stays ripped. Man, why'd they pick today to release all the Tekken info? Wednesday. I guess people got time to analyze before Evo. Before they go and play at the Evo place. That's weird. They invited some people to try it first, including Mailman Sweden. Can't believe he already has 2 fucking half-hour videos up about it already. I'll probably watch those next, I guess. I'm gonna take a little break and then we'll watch the Mailman Sweden videos. See what he observed. Everybody's gonna observe little different things. I mean, what's there more to observe with seeing fucking raw gameplay finally? You don't really know, I feel like, till you play it. You know what I thought about for a split second? But then I realized I'm an idiot. I was like, with these like 10 frame heat engagers and shit that people got, some people it seems like have like 10 frame ones. What if they brought back 8 frame jabs? But then that would make it an 8 frame heat engager if it's a fucking jab starter, so that's it.
So we know what kind of content you want to see.
That doesn't make any sense. But never mind.
Thank you.
I mean, it's not out of the question. Not everyone had it before. It was only certain characters. I know Steve. I think other people had it. That'd be wild. No one has said it so far. Tekken 8 evolves core fighting systems to bring the heat. Preview. What does that mean?
Tekken 7 is a pillar of the fighting game community for a reason. It's the most
Alright, I'm gonna play this while I take a little
3D
break.
fighter has ever been, and
I'm gonna
there's
listen.
nothing quite like some good
This is cool.
Tekken.
I don't know what
Even
this
so,
is.
there's always
Let's
room
play this
to
and we'll watch
evolve.
Mailman. I'll be
After
back.
I got a few hours of hands-on time with a preview build of Tekken 8, it's
Even
clear
has an
how
8
it
frame
can
jab
take
and
the
back turn?
franchise in a
That's
bold
dope.
new direction. That freshness is
You
the
can turn
core
down the effects.
gameplay mechanics,
Law said,
specifically the heat
"Ooh-ah!"
system and special style, as well as smaller changes that reward aggressive play. Turning up the heat system. The heat system
Kang.
represents a fundamental
Parry
change
stance?
with
What, with
Tekken's
King?
gameplay.
I missed
It's
it.
a brand new gameplay mechanic.
I think everybody
for
has a
every
parry
fighter on the
stance.
Tekken 8
Seems
roster
like.
that, at any point,
Another
once
trailer
per
Friday?
round, allows
I
you
don't
to
know.
activate heat to access new attacks.
One from back turn
open
is 8? That's
opportunities for
sick.
combos,
I didn't know that.
and enhance your character's core moveset.
Alright.
Think of it as another
be back, I'll
meter
be
that
back.
can create an advantage for you
Instead of
by
10,
allowing
instead
you
of
to
10.
be more offensive in your approach. However, the intricacies of using the heat system effectively is where the game
Oh, why
gets
does
more
everyone have an
technical.
armored parry
Heat
stance?
burst
Jack has
is an
one,
attack
King has one.
executed
Who
by
else
a
had
single
one?
button press
Someone
that
else had one.
activates your heat state and adds one
seen
stock
it.
to your heat gauge. If the attack hits you,
Oh,
you get
John,
a flashy
I
little
think,
move
has
that
one.
opens up
Alright,
a
damn it, I'll
combo
be back, I'll be back.
opportunity, and even on block, it at least
Really need to
staggers
piss.
your opponent briefly. But you also have heat engages, which are more complex, character-specific moves that also activate heat and add 2 stocks to your gauge. You can follow up heat engages with a heat dash, consuming 1 heat stock, which will send your character running towards the opponent, giving you the chance to start a big combo. If the heat engager is blocked, you can still use a heat dash to close the gap and keep applying pressure. Lastly, there is the Heat Smash. Regardless of how much heat and stock you have left, it will deplete the rest of the meter in exchange for a powerful attack akin to a super or EX move seen in other fighting games. Those are just some of the options you'll be working with while under a heat state. More passive effects are also crucial to gaining the upper hand. For example, heat can enhance certain moves to make them do more damage or change the properties of the moves themselves. For example, Jun has a few strong attacks that also inflict damage on herself, but when she has heat active, this property is negated, allowing you to use those attacks without penalty. Xiao Yu gets access to more devastating combo strings, King has inescapable throws, and Kazuya transforms into devil mode. These are just a few examples of how every character plays even more differently now and leans harder into their specific fighting styles to bring a new depth and diversity to Tekken's brawls. Tekken series director Katsuhiro Harada also sees this as a way to intrigue players into learning characters they wouldn't otherwise play. Quote, because of the differences in the heat system for each individual character, players will start off with their main, but then they'll see the command list and see what makes another character more unique in a heat state that they'll gradually want to try other characters as well, and we really think it will induce that exploration. It's also another layer that high-level players are going to have to account for when facing certain characters and attempting to read their opponents. The heat system has essentially replaced Rage Drive from Tekken 7. While they share a few similarities, Heat is designed to give players more control over how to use their character throughout a match, rather than just when they're low on health. Although each character still has Rage Arts at low health, which is now a unified command input. As such, Heat isn't necessarily a comeback mechanic and is instead a layer that changes the flow of a match and opens up new possibilities in competitive play. As a Tekken veteran, I appreciate the dynamic it creates, smartly weaving the core tenets of the franchise and its characters into a mechanic that adds depth without overshadowing the gameplay foundation that has made Tekken special in the first place. Tekken 8 is all about offense. The changes in core mechanics were also intended to encourage more aggressive playstyles, and this manifests in multiple ways. For the heat system in particular, once it's active, it'll last for 10 seconds, so you'll definitely want to make the most of it. However, the timer pauses when you're in the middle of an attack animation or when your opponent is down. This means it's possible to be in a heat state for a lot longer if you play your cards right. Attacks during heat, as well as other powerful moves in a normal state, will also cause chip damage, but leave behind recoverable health, which hasn't been a feature since Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Recoverable health is indicated by a grey bar in the player's health gauge, and it can be gained back by landing attacks. further rewarding aggressive play. And while it's not exactly a change to the gameplay system itself, Rage Arts have been revamped to now be bombastic, over-the-top animations with cinematic cuts like their out of Dragon Ball Fighter Z or Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. Just watch back Laz's rage art in Tekken 8 and tell me he's not channeling his best impression of Sasuke's Chidori with his super fast lightning strikes. Every character has a new rage art animation, and I can imagine the hype they'll build as a player in a heated moment or as a spectator on the edge of their seat. Although they may seem like small features, Tekken 8 seems to be addressing one of the criticisms of the competitive scene: slower and not so exciting moments where players hunker down to play extra defensively. There can still be an element of that in Tekken 8, but at least both players have new offensive tools to create avenues for turning the tide of a match. A special style of approachability. As if the aforementioned additions and changes aren't enough to shake things up, Tekken 8 also features what's called Special Style. It's a simplified control scheme for newcomers to do cool combos and stronger attacks, with easier strings of button inputs. Many fighting games have something similar to this, like Guilty Gear's Stylish Mode or Street Fighter VI's modern control scheme. What makes Tekken 8's Special Style different is that it can be toggled on and off instantly while in a fight. It does not take any frames or animations to swap between normal controls and Special Style. You just press L1 or LB and your controls switch schemes. You can mix and match these control schemes as part of your approach in a match. Even Harada says that, theoretically, high-level players can find ways to take advantage of this system and incorporate it into their repertoire. Quote, "It wasn't just designed for beginners, but for intermediate and advanced players as well. From the start, when we decided to have it as something you can do on the fly, that opened up all these different possibilities that we were thinking of when actually designing the system itself," he said. Harada continued, quote, "For more advanced players, I guess you could say one good example is in the past with Rage Arts, some of them required double button presses, and if you're in a tournament with your nerves just going crazy, even those players would sometimes mess up, so they would sometimes bind it to one button to reduce those kinds of risks. We saw similar things in our debugging team, where maybe they would switch with a certain timing if they wanted to use a certain movement and didn't want to mess it up. Lowering the barrier to entry is key to onboarding players, but another one of the notable shortcomings of Tekken 7, especially by today's standards, was its lack of proper tutorialization. Command lists, suggested combos, and a free practice training mode are all well and good for those with some fighting game or Tekken experience, but newcomers or lapsed players don't have much to guide them.
Is he saying there's a tutorial?
Tekken 8's in-game command list has detailed explanations for what each character's moves do and their
It's not a tutorial.
And some even include suggestions
Properties.
on how to incorporate them
Frame data.
into combos or specific situations.
Frame data in the move
Tekken
list.
can get quite complex, and with a huge roster, it's tough to get good with each character, so it gives me hope that Tekken 8 could properly address this area. Getting ready for the next battle. The new mechanics of Tekken 8 aren't necessarily new to fighting games in general, but in the
Get good with
context
any
of the
character.
series and Tekken's core gameplay, it brings a whole other dynamic that can change the course of competitive play. Upon first impression, and with a couple hours of playing the preview build, I immediately felt the nudge towards playing aggressively, which is the developer's intent. It's the Tekken I know and love, but with a few extra tools that keep the momentum going in each match. I didn't have enough time in the lab to see all the potential of the Heat system, get a full grasp of my old favorite in June, or reacquaint myself with Zhao Yu, but I can't wait until I can. Unfortunately, we still don't know when Tekken 8 will launch, but when it does, it'll be available for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Couldn't find my mouse with all that fucking shit going on the screen.
Tekken is
New gameplay. So cool. Oh, that was 11 days ago. Damn, everybody got videos. Gameplay preview. Alright, let's watch Mailman. And go grab some milk. Fridge. First impressions, huge buffs, broken string 2 hours ago. First impressions, 2 hours ago. Which one? One came first, the chicken or the fucking egg, bro? Click it.
What's up, guys?
Oh. Do that.
Super great. It's no joke, obviously, what you see behind me there. That's not an optical illusion. And the title of this video, it's not an optical illusion. I'm lucky enough, I got to play Tekken 8 for real.
I think this is
and
the
I got
first one?
8.5 hours with the beauty.
8.5 hours?
Those 8.5 hours felt like 5 minutes. I'm so lucky, I'm so happy. And how did this happen? You know, in a few days, EVO Japan will be played. We'll have an alpha test there. The same alpha test was present in France just a few days ago in Lyon at the Bandai Namco offices there.
Oh.
And, it was a press event, mostly media journalists invited, but also a lucky few content creators, and I was one of them. So being a YouTuber is not always a curse. It makes me drop my combos, but it also got me to play Tekken 8. You know, it's such an honor. It's such a privilege. It was so much fun. And Harada was there, Michael Murray was there. It's the first time I ever met Murray, and he was super nice. I got to ask him a ton of questions. I'm going to talk more about that in the future. And everyone at Bandai Namco, the staff, they were super nice.
Is that the second video?
Arsenal T was there. I haven't met him since 2015, and he's still such a nice guy. It was just such a pleasure. So in this video, I'm just going to share my experience with you guys and talk a little bit about the game. But I just want to start by saying that Tekken 8 is absolutely incredible. You've seen the trailers, like it
okay, to frame down the Moogless.
Tekken 7, its predecessor, looked like a ultra-dated PlayStation 3 game. So I just want to say that IRL, up close to the game, even on a monitor, the game is drop-dead gorgeous. And it is so
yeah, I'm sure they played, hopefully.
Legit. The way it looks like right now, to me, it's going to be the best Tekken game of all time. It not only is it the best looking game by like 300% in the Tekken series, but it was so fun to play, so dynamic, to the point of when I left that event, after those 8.5 hours, I just checked my phone, and someone, YouTube had recommended me a combo video of Tekken 7, and I click on it, and I'm like, it's just insane how uninteresting Tekken 7 is to look at compared to that game. So yeah, I just want to stress to everyone, like, I had 8.5 hours.
How many stages were there?
The game is just super, super good. And you gotta remember that this is just an alpha, right? Then it's going to go through a beta, and then you'll have a finished product. So it's
what have we
still
seen,
very,
4 of
very
them?
early. But I just want to say that, as a 27-year Tekken veteran, and arguably the biggest Tekken nerd on planet Earth,
We've seen at least 5.
By it. So I just want to say that
no,
first
6.
impressions are
We've seen
really,
6.
really positive. And now I'm going to go into like a more detailed breakdown of everything I observed. But so yeah, I want to talk about the heat mechanic, which is the signature new big gameplay feature, right, of Tekken 8. And mostly, I'm super positive about it, and I'm gonna get into
Frames
why.
dropping.
But there is
reading good on my side
with the heat engager. This one I'm a little bit like mixed bag on, but overall the heat mechanic is really cool and really makes Tekken 8 stand out compared to prior Tekken games.
It's a
I'm
mixed
gonna
bag.
talk about the
That
heat
means it's
mechanic
bad.
last, because that's where I actually have a slight negative on this game. It's like 99 positive for me, Tekken 8, and 1% negative.
Whoa, look
So
at
I'm
the
gonna
versus
save the heat
screen.
mechanic for last, but first, like,
hey,
again, I just want to stress, graphics are amazing. The movement is still there and feels just as good as Tekken 7 to me. There were juicy sidesteps.
It's being jank. Yeah,
the
it is.
backdash felt the same. This is where Arsenal team was like, "Oh my God, no, the backdash is really bad." But I was like, but but Arsenal, that's because your backdash is pathetic. You don't know how to backdash. And I was backdashing nicely with Kazuya, so I didn't feel this at all. But Spag also said he felt with King there was a noticeable difference. It felt a bit more sluggish. And honestly, nerfing the backdash would fit into their new mantra with Tekken 8, which is aggression, right? They want to push aggressive gameplay. So maybe you would nerf a backdash. But again, I have to stress that I didn't feel a difference with Kazuya. So we're going to have to wait and see on this one. More people are going to try it at EVO
You had
Japan.
8 hours and you only played Kazuya?
Yeah, I only had 8.5 hours. I don't want to say anything definitive,
8.5?
but to me, it felt like Tekken 7 movement, I'm happy to say. The new bound, so this is the backflip bound, which Paul does with back 1-2, or Kazuya, you know, down forward 1, second hit of twin pistons. That's down forward 1, hold down forward, press 2. The new bound is extremely generous. It's the most generous bound I've ever seen in a Tekken game. It backflips them with a spin, so like a gymnast, backflip 360, and it throws them very high vertically, and they come down pretty much next to your feet, like where you did the bound, and it just extends combos in a way I haven't seen in a Tekken game. To the point where you just do bigger combos than you did in previous games. And that
Bag was there, yeah, he put out a video. That was the first one we watched after Xiao Yu.
In my opinion. But this
is really good.
They fixed it in two ways. They made stages bigger, so the wall is less of a presence, right? Especially Colosseum. Like, it's more rare to get someone to the wall. But also, noticeably, they actually nerfed all of the post-bound free hit, you know, wall enders, wall travel. You know how Tekken 7 Season 3 gave everyone a post-bound string, you know, like Feng Wei's down forward 4, 2, 1 plus 2, Jin back free, Zen 1 free, that double backflips the opponent, throws them super high, guarantees a wall splat. You can run in from like 20 miles away and do your biggest wall combo. That seems to be gone in Tekken 8. All of those strings keep the opponent very close to the ground. So they just hit the wall and then fall down immediately into a tech roll. So actually they nerfed that part of combos. So I think this is
like
a good
the wall.
change. So it's more rare now for you to get a big wall splat into big wall combo. So it kind of forces you to use more of a 2-hit. So with Kazuya you would do bound, and then you would kind of have to do that bound again, down forward 1, down forward 2 to keep them high. But again, you wouldn't get as much distance. So that's a compromise, at least, right? And then, yeah, you can double bound. That's a reality. You can, if you want to, you can do the normal bound, backflip spin, throw them onto the wall, and now on the wall, you can do your heat burst. So that's manual heat. And then get the heat bound into wall combo. And these are super flexible. You can do heat burst, heat bound, and then normal bound. It's extremely flexible. So if you have your heat intact, you haven't used it yet, at any time you can do a double bound in a combo, however you want to. And then, character intros. You've seen it now, like especially in the June trailer, you saw it. All of the characters have like lore intros with each other. Very reminiscent of like Mortal Kombat 11. And it's exceptionally
I was hoping they'd
well
do that,
done.
man.
And that intro, their dialogue with each other, even carries over into the
On the phone
ready
dealing with the issue,
fight
so muted,
screen.
and rest.
So it's
man.
seamless. And it's
Hope the issue
so
got dealt with.
good. Like, you saw June
some
and
good rest, my
Kazuya.
dude.
You'll see that entire
Appreciate it,
sequence,
Twisted.
by the way, in my Kazuya breakdown video. But also, like, Paul and Law, they have their buddy intro, and they end that sequence, ready, fight, by slamming their fists together.
Oh, they do it too?
And so does Jin
Great.
and Mars, their friends, let's spar. But Jin and Kazuya, they have that trailer 1 sequence, you know, where, oh my god, this is the end, the final battle, and they slam their fists together aggressively, and there's sparks everywhere. Fight! It's so good. And Murray told me, like, with this game, we're really trying to push personality and character. And I'm sure you've picked that up in the character trailers, right? And it certainly carries over into the fights themselves, and also the countless new win poses the characters have that are super dynamic, super cool. I'm just trying to stress that the presentation in
Bamco
general
was playing
of
MK11.
production values, it's just so much higher than Tekken 7.
He
And
doesn't have
also
any
Murray
friends?
stressed that
Oh.
the budget for this game
Ah,
is way
John,
bigger than
man.
7. But I mean, that's money you see on the screen constantly. I mean, it's not like he had to say that, right?
John.
And there are
Armor King
post-Rage
in
Arc
season
KO
3.
animations. And you saw it in the law trailer. It comes down and that, you know, and then you'll see Kazuya's post. And those of you think Jack has the best rage art. Yeah, you're gonna see Kazuya's when he KOs with the rage art, and it's just chef's kiss. It's the best rage art. Move lists easy to navigate plus tips. This is something I really liked. The alpha test already had move lists for the characters. So, you know, you press start, pause, move list.
Tag 2, yeah.
And here it actually had divided the move list into sections, which I thought was really good. And it even had a section called, these are your key attacks with this character.
Oh, like
tip for
Killer
Kazuya's
Instinct.
Forward 4, right split kicks.
Kinda
on
weird.
block. When that's blocked,
Thought that was weird with
try
Killer Instinct.
fishing a counter hit or getting a counter hit with abolishing
Like
fist
different
down for
sections
two.
with different moves.
That's the most classic.
Here's your
Kazuya
regular,
frame
here's your
trap.
special.
And they include it in the move list. Try doing this sequence. And they, do you know, on the throws, it shows the throw breaks. Oh, giant.
It shows
swing.
the throw
Oh, you break
breaks and
this
it
by
shows
pressing
the
one. So
frame trap
no,
data.
I gotta say they've really updated the move lists, to say the least, to help out beginners and casuals, and even people like us, super sweaty Tekken nerds who've been playing for 27 years, who still eat a few of those king chain throws, right? But now I can see, oh, I break that one by pressing 2. So I thought that was super good.
Boy.
Oh, dirt buildup. You might have seen this in a couple of trailers now.
Yeah,
But there's
people got
dirt
damage.
buildup on the characters. So when they get knocked down, roll around on the ground, they get a layer of dirt on them. And this can actually build up until there's quite a bit of mud on them. Especially on June's stage, like there was a big buildup of it. So again, just a really cool little detail that adds a lot to the game, I thought. So main man, what was the character select screen like? Well, mostly a placeholder. It was mostly like a gray background, so I don't think that was final at all for the alpha test. But something that was interesting is that the characters, when you held your cursor, characters like over them, they were actually rendered in 3D. So Kazuya would stand like this.
Ah, cool.
And as soon as you selected him, he would go.
Oh, that's gonna look dope.
Something like this. So, you know.
That's some Killer Instinct shit too.
And you've seen the fight load screen.
And
there.
Mortal Kombat,
That's also
right?
something I want to mention. I don't have that much.
We're all gonna play
experience
dirty.
with PlayStation 5, but everyone says, you know, the SSD, it loads everything in 1 second. This game still had like noticeable load times. It was faster than Tekken 7, but it was still a load time that you felt.
I love how they tried to say that. No load screens, PS5,
But again, this is on alpha,
Unreal
so
Engine.
We'll just have to wait and see. It's still super early. There's a traditional announcer. So, you know, in game, ready, fight, prepare for the next battle. It's your generic trailer guy with a deep voice. So for those of you who have really enjoyed the character trailer announcer, Lenny Hart, classy lady, voice actress of Anna in Tekken 5, I think. The old Pride announcer, you know, where they fight. Yeah, she's not in-game.
Someone put that on Reddit.
So yeah, I guess...
Way
she
back
was
when
really
they did that
out
interview
there and added a
introducing the Heat
really nice
mechanics
personal
after
touch to the
the NA
trailers.
finals or
I think
something.
I'm so boring, but I do prefer
During one of
the
those
generic
clips, you
one.
could hear the guy say,
if you were
"Fight."
to hear it for the coming 8
The
years,
gameplay's going
do
on
you
in the
wanna hear,
background.
Paul Phoenix! or do you want to hear Paul Phoenix? I'll take the latter, but it really spices up the trailers, yeah. And another so cool effect that I noticed pretty early on, and you might have seen it behind me now, is that the characters are always rendered in
Over the
front
health
of
bar?
the HUD itself. So
Yeah, that's
going
gonna
to
be weird
time ever in a
for
Tekken
like
game,
giant characters.
the HUD, the health bars, for example, are never covering the characters.
People knew that already,
Really pay
man.
attention.
You
See
late.
that?
You late, man.
How
Man,
his
you
head
ain't
is
see that
above
before?
The health bar?
You just noticed that, you motherfucker.
It's
All
all
right.
about the characters, this game, let me tell ya. The characters are always front and center of the action. And you gotta love it. I mean, you might not think this is much, this effect, but to me, I don't know, it's super cool and super slick. Wall bounce, those of you who are fans of wall bounce and wall crush, they're both gone. I couldn't see a single wall bounce. And yeah, the wall crush was just noticeably gone. But again, who even enjoyed the wall crush?
New tactics
outside
are
of
already
the
old
audio
tactics.
thing? Maybe Alisa player. I never really used it. And I play Tekken daily. I never really see anyone use it. So those rounds are gone. And now here's a big
Does
one.
it keep playing the same
Here's a big
match in the background?
Rage Arts are
It's just the same
universally
Paul
minus
Jack
13.
match over and over.
This is what it seems.
Yeah, Rage
like.
Arts universally
Yes.
minus 13.
Again, me, Arsenal T, and Spag.
Not launch
played, and it's
punishable.
like, it seems like Rage Arts, they are definitely not launch punishable anymore. And I couldn't do a 14 frame punish. So it looks like they are like hopkicks now. Rage Arts are minus 13. So yeah, if you thought Rage Arts were spammed in Tekken 7, like get ready for Tekken 8. You're gonna see a
Hey,
lot
you
of
can
Rage
perfect
Arts.
electric
But
Rage
thankfully,
Arts,
they're
right?
Really cool. They're really pleasing on the eyes.
No
But yeah,
problem,
this
just
is a
perfect
change
electric.
where I
Man, you'll
just
be good.
Don't agree. But again, you have so little health left when you do a Rage Art that a
don't
13
agree
frame
either.
punish could kill you. But that's the thing.
Yeah,
you
depending on the
shouldn't have
character.
in your life with a Rage Art. But this could be another way of like catering a little bit more to beginners and casuals rather than hardcores.
Fuck them casuals. They're
yeah,
catering to
so,
the audience,
yeah, I
man.
just had to mention
Not
that.
players at all.
And yeah, Gigas is
I don't know why
dead.
people keep
You
saying
might have noticed
casuals.
in the Jack trailer,
Catering to
but it was
watchers.
even clearer
Even
that
worse.
Gigas is buried. He's gone.
Ah,
He's
I'm not
6
getting
feet
into it.
under. This was much clearer during
Gigas
the
is
alpha
buried.
itself, where Jack actually has Gigas.
Jack 8 Gigas.
Overkill throw. That big throw.
That's the
where he
last. That's his
throws
last
high
name.
up and then
It's Jack 8
shoulders.
Gigas.
Jack has that now. And if you want to talk about the signature,
Who was
Gigas
it that said
attack,
Jack 8 Gigas? I think it was
that's
Adrian
it.
or
So
Cochito,
yeah, Gigas
maybe?
is dead. And I saw this coming.
It was
I've said
funny.
this for a long time now, but I always saw him as a failed design. I mean, don't you agree that if he was in a Batman Arkham game, do you think he would be the boss of a specific level or chapter of that game? No, he would be the henchman of the boss. You would have 20 Gigas coming at you.
That's what Jacks are.
It just looks like a background.
Oh, is he talking about
because
Gigas? And Jack looks
the
like that
design
too.
just always looked like a work in progress.
I'm like,
I always
but
felt
that's what
his
he's supposed to be.
Anubis preset was much better than his
He's gone. Does that mean
original design.
Katarina's gone? Oh
So
shit,
yeah, Gigas-
probably.
Gigas is gone.
Damn, look at that
and,
intro.
I don't know. He won't be missed, at least by me. I guess my heart goes out to the few Gigas mains.
Hey,
out
do they
there,
have
there's
a
like 2 of you.
special intro?
So Jack will be now the big pile of heat, right? The
Oh
big old
wait,
muscle.
I'll wait till he replays it one more time. He's gotta replay it one more time, right?
Low get up.
Holy
kick.
shit,
You know
we're
how much
barely
these are
over
mashed in
halfway
Tekken
through.
7? Oh,
Jesus.
hope for a counter hit, and you will
Low
often
get up
into
kicks.
a combo. That's
Don't do
gone.
shit.
They don't even knock down anymore. Low get up kicks. They don't even knock down on counter hit. You know the one when you're on your stomach, feet towards the opponent, and you do a kick, and it always launches, even a normal hit? Nope, doesn't even knock down. So this is a change where I'm like, this actually seems like a buff to veteran players. I feel like that's something that beginners or more casual players would use more, like intermediate. So I did like that one. Kip up, and again, you know how much intermediate
Kip up?
players like to spam kip ups. They don't knock down anymore. and there's a
Hip
new
ups don't knock
animation.
down.
So you eat that, but you don't get knocked down.
Bangs still
low
launches.
parry has a new animation, and low parry has been nerfed. You get a mini juggle now. You can no longer bound. You know, big backflip bound. You can't do that. So you only get a float and a mini juggle. So this is definitely a nerfed low parry, and this means lows universally are buffed now in Tekken 8.
Yay.
Because you risk.
Alright, I want to look at their
way less
intro and
now
see if they
to,
say
like, a
anything.
-12 low.
He rides in on his motorcycle.
Again, like if it's blocked, you eat like a while standing 4.
Yes!
Something like
Yeah,
that.
they don't say shit.
That type of punish. But in Tekken 7, you have
It's
to
gotta be
understand that
lore.
No matter how safe your low is on, there are -10.
I want
lows
everybody
in
to
Tekken 7,
talk
like
shit to
Josie
everybody,
Morpho.
like MK.
That sounds really safe, right? But yeah, but
Not
in
just
Tekken
lore
7, you know,
people.
it can always be low parry
Eh.
into a juggle featuring a bound. That can mean with a wall. That can mean 70 damage, right? So in Tekken 7,
Yeah, spring
lows
kicks
were
and wake up
always
kicks don't
risky,
knock
like
down
low
anymore.
pulse. So universally, lows have been buffed due to low parry getting nerfed in Tekken 8. No more bounds. The tackle, running tackle, it's still blockable. It's still blockable, but it also had a
Thought
new
it was
animation,
gone.
So I don't think
Spag
gives
said it
as
was
many
gone.
frames as it does in Tekken 7 for the aggressor. I thought the life bar was a little bit hard to read.
Spag said
at
running
times.
tackles
There's
out.
a lot going on with the life bar, the health bar. So sometimes I was like, how much health do I have left? But, you know, you get used to it. An instant rematch was there, but that's to be expected, I think. I just wanted to stress that it's there. So, that was a lot of stuff I had notes on, and now I'm just going to talk about the heat mechanic, which is obviously the defining feature of Tekken 8. There's never been anything like it in a previous Tekken game. And overall, I thought it was really, really cool. But here's where I'm going to get into a little bit of a negative, where I was a little bit like, I don't know if this floats with me, but we'll see, might grow on me. So, the positives of the heat mechanic. It's a really
take
cool
your turn
feature
back.
where you can either hit R1 and heat burst.
So you
This
can't
is where
break the
you
other player's
manually
momentum.
heat,
Yeah,
and then
but
you
don't
can
break your
follow that
momentum.
up with
Aggression,
heat
man.
bound.
Keep
And
pressing.
that heat bound, if
Aggression,
you did it in the
aggression.
neutral
Don't worry
of the
about
opponent,
them doing no
I
wake-up
think
kicks.
it was like
Don't worry about
slightly
them
plus on
doing
block,
nothing.
on hit,
Press
it's very
buttons.
plus. And then your heat mode, right? And you have 10 seconds of a powered up version of your character. Or you do a heat engager, 5 to 6 of them on each character. Kazuya Devil Fist, forward for 2, which is a demon paw. Or his back 4 homing, also a heat engager. So you hit that, run into frame advantage on your opponent, and now you're in heat, and you have 2 tokens. So remember, manual heat, 1 token. Heat engager, 2 tokens. And these tokens mean either, if you have 2 of them, either 2 heat dashes, or 1 heat dash into heat smash, which is basically the new rage drive. But as soon as you do that new rage drive, heat smash, this was pressing R1 again, by the way. As soon as you do that, you exit heat, and it's over. So the positives with heat is that you basically have access to a second version of your character. Like, you have no idea how much heat changes your character. And it really pushes the identity of your character. Like with Paul, when he's in heat, he gets a super death fist. And he can charge up his attacks now. You saw in his trailer, like down 1, 2, or down to 1. You charge that, he comes down so hard in heat. It blue sparks, he screams, "Rah!" Super cool, by the way. And he breaks the opponent's guard into a guaranteed down 1.
Well, every character has their own little intro at the round start,
you know,
like
the
Tekken
death
3.
fist is
Yeah,
powered up
he does a
when
little
he's in
ooh.
heat. So it's like, it's really
Yeah, and they're like
tries to
preparing
push his
up for the.
identity. Kazuya turns
Oh,
into
there's the
devil.
rematch. He's covering it
Shin
with his
gets omen
camera.
stance. You know, he's fused with the devil now in the lore.
Damn, so there's hella
and then
gameplay footage
King,
like everywhere
when he's
online
in
right
heat,
now.
his throws are enhanced,
So there's gonna
and he
be
wants to
people
throw as much as
analyzing all
possible
this hella
because any
gameplay
throw he
footage.
connects, he
People doing
refills his
analyzations
heat
of
bar. And
analyzations.
heat
People
also
fucking.
gives his
This is
Jaguar
gonna
dash when he
chew
points
into
and runs.
itself, man.
Armor,
Namco's smart.
hyper armor. So it's like, it pushes the wrestler and this new idea in Tekken 8 that, yeah, King is actually a big
And then
dude.
they do a IGN
He's like
interview the
300
same
pounds
day
of
all
solid
this shit
muscle,
like
so he can
comes out. This
absorb
must be like
attacks.
the day that
So it's really
you can
pushing
talk about it,
identity.
you know.
And, you know,
This is
Kazuya
when the
turns into devil, and
restriction
you know what Heat does with him?
lifts
It
was
also
today.
enhances a ton of his attacks. It gives
They do their
him a ton
interview.
of new attacks.
They have all these creators talking
Right?
about it.
And then you have on top of that,
They have people like me doing
Heat dash,
analyzations
Heat
of people's
smash, you get a
analyzations of
second bound.
fucking shit that they saw.
He just
Shit's
really
crazy.
transforms, you know, your character and how you play that character. It almost made me think a little bit about Bloody Roar, like if you're really old, a fighting game where you could
Bloody
turn
Roar.
into a monster for a limited time and you're a powered up version of your character.
Me invited? He said it was in
But
a
I really
tournament
like that idea, and
in
it adds a lot
France
of depth
or
and
some shit.
nuance to Tekken. There's a second version of your character. Where they
So
go
probably not.
Super Saiyan.
I bet some
And this
creators
character
or
plays a little
fucking
bit
players or
differently. And you
people
have act-
are
well, with
not
Kazuya, it
happy
was
about
a
that.
lot differently, you know? And you have
Everybody's going to
access
Evo
this
Japan to
character
try to
for
play this
10
shit.
seconds once per round.
And they're like,
But
hey,
also
all
if you
everybody, all the
certain attacks
European
like
creators, yo.
Shikue,
Mailman, fucking King J, fucking Spag, fucking Arsenal T, fucking everybody get out here and play Tekken 8, let's go!
But Heat was a lot of fun, and you could customize combos with a double bound.
Remember when they got access to like season
you can do a
4
lot of
early or
amazingly
some weird
fun
shit?
things.
That
So
happened
Heat
too.
overall, I'm
Main
trying to say
Man
was for me, like,
and
really
some
positive.
bunch of
I
other
had so
European
much fun
people
with Devil Kazuya.
got access to like season
so
4 of
super
Tekken
positive.
7 early
Just,
somehow.
this is
I
where
forget
come
how
to
that
my
even
only
happened.
gripe that I felt with Tekken 8, and it was tight.
And they're all doing like
mechanic,
breakdowns
I
and
know
shit
Spag
of
and
changes
Arsenal
and blah
team
blah
were a little bit
blah.
worried with this as well.
But, like no one
But
else
this
can
is
even
where I
play
have to
this shit
confess
yet.
that this is a problem, and I'm going to explain it soon. But I think it's going to be an issue for
Weird.
us who have gray hairs and who are Tekken dinosaurs, like ultra Tekken nerds, hardcores, tryhards.
People who like to play
We
actually
might
play
get annoyed at
Tekken.
this, and I don't know if a casual market is going to get annoyed at it. Probably not.
You mean a viewer?
But so it's the Heat Engager. You know that attack where they do a power mid, you knock them down, they back roll, and aggressor runs in, and you know, slow down, screen goes blue. You get 2 tokens. What you just did there. So it's very powerful, and that's how you want to go into Heat, because having 2 tokens is a pretty big deal compared to manual transformation where you get 1 token. And when you did that manual transformation, you were quite vulnerable, you know. It actually takes a time for that cutscene to start, and I could get interrupted while Kazuya was trying to go devil, like, oh! And even when I went devil, I felt like he could just punch me in the
They
face
can interrupt
afterwards.
you?
So like Heat Engager obviously is where you want to go.
I thought it like froze
You get
time.
way more rewarded. Come on, you get 2 tokens. So anyway, anytime you
I'll
land
kick your
that,
ass. You heard 'em.
kablam! And it wasn't that hard, like with certain moves, because they're powerful, right? Like Paul's forward 4, which I detail in his video, where I talk about him. So you land that, and let's just say Arsenal has just landed it on me. Like, I get knocked down, and again, he doesn't have to do anything. You don't have to press R1 when you land a Heat Engager. Your character automatically does it. This is completely automated. And I get hit, and then I back roll. Ah! And then I'm forced to take a mix-up. It's a hard mix-up. I have to take a 50-50. There's nothing I can do here because I'm so minus.
Hold this.
So
Good old
I guess
case of
what I
hold this.
dislike is that this puts Tekken into... It reduces Tekken's intricate gameplay into take a fucking guess. And
That's what I
don't
said.
know how to feel about
Coin
that,
flip
because I've always
simulator
felt with Tekken
8.
is that the beauty of Tekken is that you never have to take a fucking guess unless it's Leroy's Hell Sweep or Lay's Hell Sweep. You always have options. A good analogy for this is, you know how you can get annoyed at Kazuya's Vortex? You know, you get Hell Sweeped and you tech roll and it's like, I got Hell Sweeped again, or I had to take the mix up again. Yeah, but I mean, the beauty of Tekken is that when you eat that first Hell Sweep, you can just stay on the ground. Right? You don't have to tech roll. You're not forced to. You can stay on the ground. You can roll on the ground. You can do a kip up. If you're standing in the neutral and because he's trying to force a 50-50, step left to option select. That is the beauty of Tekken, and that comes with its intricate 3D movement that has lateral depth movement. It's like you always have multiple defensive options. But the Heat Engager reduces all of that to literally take a fucking guess. Because you don't choose to backroll when you eat that. It just does that automatically for you. It's an automated sequence, and you backroll, and then it feels like you're minus 10 to 20. I swear to God, I couldn't even dick jab interrupt. Can't dick jab, can't sidestep, can't backdash. You can't do shit.
Take the mix.
Other than take that 50-50.
Take
A
it.
super enhanced character.
Coin
by the
flip.
way, but it's just gone super.
Once
sick.
per round.
Like when Paul did this, I was like, Jesus, this is oppressive. Because even if you guessed right after the heat engager, like say
They're
Paul
still
does
in
a
heat,
death fist,
mashing.
and he does that
Press
enhanced
buttons.
death fist, or honestly any heat engager in this game almost, and when they are in heat into dash, again your character goes, ah! You can really tell, like on the animation on that block stun, like you're again like completely locked down and forced to take a mix-up.
Two
so
in a
this
row.
ties into how fighting
Yeah,
games
everybody's
these
Kazuya.
days, you know,
Everybody's
fighting
Lei.
games, the modern fighting games. Hello, Joe Biden. They're trying to make them more accessible to beginners, right? That's a modern way of doing fighting games. It just seems like it to me. Every fighting game I've looked at the last 5 years, they're trying to make them easier and more accessible for a casual market, because fighting games have always been too hardcore, I guess. And this could be another step in that alignment for Tekken, aligning with those goals. Because yeah, this is way more casual friendly.
Casual watchers.
You hit that heat
No
engager,
players
and
in
then
mind.
automatically your opponent stands up and you get a free 50-50 where they can only guess. They have no defensive options, right? But so this is where we can
Trying to go
say,
esports,
at least
bro.
it's only once per round, right? You don't get forced into that situation over and over and over. It's once per round. And this is a compromise us sweatlords can do, maybe. This might be a necessary sacrifice, right? But I also have to stress that this was after
Should be once per
8.5
game.
hours of testing, and it's still only an alpha test, so we don't know how much of this is going to stay, right, and carry over into the final product. But it was still a little bit annoying. But again, it happens once per round.
Once per set.
Right?
Do better.
So
I'd prefer once
yeah,
per
it
set.
might be a sacrifice we have to make. But again,
Leroy
I just,
Sugar
I
back there.
don't want to come
Dash
off
you,
as
man, that's
too
looking
negative.
good.
Because like 99%, this game
Yeah,
only brought
I'm
joy
sure.
to my
99.
heart, right? It was so amazingly good to the point of like coming back to Tekken 7 was just like, oh. Even after 8 hours, it felt like pain coming back to Tekken 7. Like that game was so much fun, and it's so good looking. It's so dynamic. I love having a super version of my character. Like Tekken 8 Kazuya is so giga chad, but just playing Tekken 7 Kazuya, it's
Your
just
character is a super
it's
version.
almost a chore. It's like the game is so good. But yes, so sacrifices towards making it more accessible to beginners. Rage arts are minus 13. And yeah, you're forced to take a 50-50 where you can't option select, you have no defensive options. That's gonna happen once per round. Unless your opponent does a manual heat, right? But so yeah, they say it's more aggressive, but yeah, you're not gonna want to eat a heat engager. So you're gonna play defensively there, but you are going to eat it though, because they are powerful. So we just need to test this more. But so I hope I covered, like you got an idea of everything I saw. Throw break seemed the same, by the way. So yeah, those were my notes on the game.
What the hell is
Again,
this
I
other
need to
video about?
Thank by Namco for inviting me. It was such a pleasure and such an honor, and I legit feel so spoiled. And I really hope you guys also get to try it soon. I think we're going to do more alpha tests at tournaments. So hopefully a tournament in your region. But I hope you enjoyed my breakdown here.
Sorry to cut you off, main man. That was the one I just played, right? So then what the fuck is this one? Oh, it's about Kazuya specifically. Oh, that's what it is. Alright, I really don't care. Do you have anything about him talking to Harada? What'd you talk to Harada about, you motherfucker? Another interview? This is a different dude, right? And pre-recorded interviews with everybody ready to go. What the hell?
Hello everyone, Brian Shea from Game Informer here, and today we are talking Tekken 8.
Is this the
and
same
who better
one?
to do that with than
No,
executive
wait.
producer Katsuhiro
I think this is the
Harada
same dude,
and
right?
producer Michael Murray.
No, it's
Thank
a
you both
different
for joining me
dude.
today. We're going to be talking all about Tekken 8, but first, I want to get some high-level questions out of the way.
But they're wearing the same
How
clothes.
do you both view the state of the fighting game genre in 2023?
23年の格ゲージョンダとしてはどう見て
You're
る
just sitting at the same stage and had different interviewers come
全体
in?
的だと結構実は新作ラッシュというかね結構
Are they gonna overdub Harada
シリーズ
again?
の最新作の情報が結構出揃うのが2023年かなというふうに思ってますね。
So Harada was just saying that we're seeing a lot of major, newer installments from the major fighting game franchises this year. So it's going to be exciting. Me personally, yeah, the same. I mean, we already know Street Fighter, right? There's another one I heard was maybe coming, and then and also esports in general. For example, Evo and those big tournaments have gotten huge. So those two combined, I think, are going to make a very interesting year.
Absolutely.
All they're focused on, man.
Back in like maybe around the time that Tekken was becoming more and more popular, back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, 3D fighting games were more common. And now it seems like Tekken is the one that is really kind of standing atop the mountain, whereas franchises like Mortal Kombat have gone back to the 2D realm of fighting. How do you view the state of the 3D fighting games?
いやその
We're the only ones.
At a certain time, when we were developing technology, you had the polygon-based character models. Was kind of a huge leap at the time, which really fostered 3D fighting games, right? But then, for some reason, kind of when we look around, it's just Tekken more recently. Although even the 2D fighting games, the way they're created is now they make 3D character models, although they're on a 2D plane. So being able to walk in the foreground or background in a true 3D fighting game, in that sense, there's basically Tekken's the only one with a up-to-date installment, perhaps. So it's kind of
we're the only ones.
Case, because for 2D fighters, you have indie studios creating their own thing on one hand of the scale, and then on the other end of the scale, you have Mortal Kombat, which is probably sinking so much money into their development, right? But we don't see that for 3D fighters. It's just Tekken, and maybe just because of the cost of creating one character model, even in the environments that you can look at from any different camera angle, the cost might be so prohibitive that it's hard for smaller studios to do.
Do you have a favorite 3D fighting game franchise you'd love to see come back?
Of course, they're gonna say fucking Virtua Fighter, right?
バーチャファイターのちゃんとなんていうかね
最新作
いわゆる5系じゃなくて
Soul Calibur. Oh yeah. They didn't even talk about Soul Calibur.
復活はちょっと
It's their game.
見てみたい気がしますセガさんの本気は見てみたい
Damn, R.I.P. Soul Calibur
I knew
fans.
his choice was going to be Virtua Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Virtua Fighter.
They're doing stuff with 5 recently, right? But like, proper like 6, like a brand new one, would be something cool to see. So looking forward to see if Sega is more passionate about that. So we'll see.
I love 5 as well, so I'm right there with you.
Did you just almost slip? Did you say looking forward to see that? Does he know something?
もう一回ちょっと 3D でやってみても割とこうステージぐるっと回して戦えるようにしても意外といいんじゃないのかなと思いますけどね。ちょっとやってほしいですけどね。
Also, Mortal Kombat had a time where they were kind of going that direction. It appeared it would be quite interesting to see what they would do in a fully fleshed out 3D environment.
Especially with the technology that we have now, where it's like so far beyond where when like Mortal Kombat was making those full 3D games. I mean, you see it with Tekken 8. Just the technology is unbelievable now. What you can do with the fidelity and the environments and everything. With this being the first Tekken game developed exclusively for this new hardware, or actually for this new hardware in general, how do you kind of take advantage of this new horsepower that you have at your disposal?
もともと3D 格闘
There's so much stuff that we wanted to do, and we are able to do this time.
Need to bring in tournament players to play it, not just content
most of it
creators.
that you can
I
see
think
right
people
now,
who played at that France
had
tournament
in
played it
the
as well.
stages,
And then you
we
said they
mentioned how much,
also
effort,
invited
monetary and time-wise and resources, etc.
some
goes into
content
creating one
creators,
stage and a fully
I
3D
guess.
environment in the 3D fighting game.
So Super
but
Akuma
what we've
probably
been able
played
to do
it.
with the power of these machines, in the fact that first off, change is a big keyword, right? Whether it's changing because it's
You probably used
destroying
Paul.
elements, etc., or changing because of the time goes from, for example, evening into night. The lighting and everything, the atmosphere will change as a result, or even the particles of something being broken, maybe perhaps just little fine details. So one is the change, but another is like the level of detail. Not only just the character models and the resolution, but the effects in those little things that are breaking and the finely detailed pieces. All of these things add to the experience that we wanted to provide and are able because of the extra power from the hardware.
Look at the dirt on him, even
What about
devil
from,
form.
like, the engine perspective, Unreal Engine 5, it's the first time you're using that. Like, what does that do for the experience?
のエクスペリエンスにどのようにプラスになるのかという。
E5 の5があるね。
今の延長線でね。
そうね、そうですね、もう E5。
It's been a learning experience. Your average
Akuma
person
was
who
sad.
doesn't develop games or work on the UE5
Played
or
sad
any
Paul.
engine in particular would think that
I wanna talk
it's
to the manager. Where's
realistic.
Akuma?
So it's like a movie set where it'll just automatically become pretty, or the smoke effects will become like just right out of the box awesome. These kind of impressions is what they have, but that's not the case. You can't just add a bunch of lights like you can on a real set. There's a light for maybe each character, and not just the character but their face or this portion, or a light on this area of this stage but not on another stage. And it's so many things you have to fine tune to finally get the look that everyone expects. It's almost like if you're thinking of like a racing car that has a lot of power, but you have to be really good at tuning it to make good use of that power. And even
What
then,
is he talking
if
about?
you take it from one course to another, you've got to do a separate, totally different tuning to it, just like you would for between that one stage and another.
This dude don't develop video games.
It is a lot of power and tools available, but there's a lot of things that you need to fine tune to get that desired effect.
Nice analogy. Unreal Engine 5. They make it sound like
we're coming off this long development cycle.
They still used a
Tekken
lot of
7,
shit from
keeping
4.
it alive for so many years. What would you
Why
say were
Harada
the
would be
biggest
like
lessons
5?
that you all learned from developing that game that you're carrying into Tekken 8?
ユーザーのフィードバックはね、やっぱり
7 did so well. It lasted for a long time, like you said, and sold over 10 million copies. So what that actually did to us mentally was it becomes very hard to make changes to the game for the next installment, because people they fell in love with Tekken 7 so much that you know that if you're going to add a different number to the end of it, you have to make it some big
A new
changes,
hell
but
sweep.
it's very hard because you don't know if it's going to be in the direction that people will want you to go into. So
And Circle is
it's
just
very
low attacks.
difficult in that regard. And what that leads into is that we can't really use any of the learnings from Tekken 7 because you have to make it something different that people don't expect. So there isn't any learnings. You have to kind of take the
Jun
knowledge
has a shield.
of the game, but then use that as a guide to what might they like in something that's totally new that we've never done before. And then, for me personally, I feel the same. It's not like we learned something in Tekken 7 that we can use in Tekken 8. It's more about every time there's always trade-offs about you can't do everything. So what do you put the priority on? And so the only thing I could think of that we learned in Tekken 7 that you could take was when you're making those choices about you have to give up on this and take this, to maybe make better informed decisions about what they might like, was a lot of stuff that we gained in Tekken 7 perhaps.
今回だから、結構僕以上に僕よりちょっと一世代若い
I like how they just straight up admit that they
スタッフはみんな頑張ってくれましたね。
went the complete opposite direction of trying to improve
とかは
Tekken 7. We didn't improve
人間
shit.
のせいかどうかわかんないですけど、やっぱりちょっと保守的になっちゃうんですよね。
Heat dash.
And Rod was just expanding on it that since he's been on the series so long, also he was almost kind of a little bit too more conservative at the start of the project for this installment. That we have staff who are 10 years or more younger than us, actually working on the day-to-day elements of the game, and they actually went farther in changing things and evolving things than he originally ordered in a good way, right? So there's a good balance of between people who have experienced that success, and it's very difficult to like take a leap in a new direction, and you have those young guys who are and guys and girls who are good at that. That there's a good balance there between the two, I think.
And you know, you hear a lot of talk within the fighting game community and like people who maybe aren't considered part of the fighting game community about how they crave meaningful single-player content in their fighting games. What does that mean to you, and how do you go about like providing that to them?
もともとあれ得意分野なんですよ。鉄拳って
So what I was just saying that this is something he's actually quite confident in, because before he was so high up, he was actually in charge of making a lot of those modes and bonus content in past installments of Tekken outside of the versus, you know, one-on-one fighting experience. Tekken's always been kind of famous for, you know, the Tekken Ball or Tekken Bowling or the various modes or even the mini games that you could load up, you know, during the load of the game that you would play. There's all kinds of things like that in the past. In story even, you know, before story modes became a staple of fighting games, Tekken always, from almost the start, had the movies and whatnot that portray a cohesive story, right? Or we like
cohesive.
To think cohesive.
We like to think.
Obviously, now that we're progressed through even Tekken 7 to Tekken 8, you know, that's something we definitely have our bases covered with. It's just we don't have enough time, or the timing is not right at this moment to go into details about what we have planned. But you can see the pedigree there if you look at the past.
And obviously, one of the ways that you keep people coming back.
We don't have the
along
time,
after
he
you finish
said.
The story is by having all these amazing systems.
Y'all gonna have team battle or what?
Rage, you have the recoverable gauge that all kind of play in concert with one another. With so many elements kind of at play, how do you go about balancing all of these things so it feels like a cohesive experience and doesn't feel like one is overpowered over the other?
悩みどころですよね。ただやっぱり
I guess one way to explain the overarching kind of thought behind the process is just in general that we try to avoid mechanics or systems or whatever you want to call them, where people have to study or look through a manual to learn them. We try in everything that we implement to try to have players just be able to pick it up and gradually, you know, it sinks in, and they don't have to actively go look up anything. They kind of start to gradually pick up the different elements of the game, and it formulates into one cohesive experience. That's kind of like the overall thinking behind it. But then one example of that is the special style that we talked about today, where it's not just for beginners, it's for intermediate and also advanced players, that by pushing L1, you can at any time kind of seamlessly transition between the
special
mode that,
style.
you know, has easy access to the more iconic moves.
Throughout this time, we've been showing King's Tekken 8 gameplay. I've not seen one giant swing.
And this allows people to pick up the game pretty seamlessly.
True.
Or if you already know the games, to pick up new characters if it's someone you want to.
You see no Death Cradle either.
Character you're trying to learn how to be. All these different instances you might want to use this is a very good example.
I'm sure he's got them both.
Design philosophy.
Last question. Yeah. Think about all of the characters in Tekken 8's launch roster, both announced and unannounced. Who is your favorite character, and are they announced yet?
難しいな。
まあそれも面白いのかもしれないな。
まあ
That was a good question.
Character.
So you're just saying when he likes a certain character, there's two different ways
Trying
of
to
looking
bait
at
him
it.
in.
One is like a character as their background story and the look, etc., and then another is just, you know, picking up and playing them. And if you talk about pick up and playing, there's characters we've announced, some we haven't. One that we've announced is obviously King is quite unique this time, one of his favorites. And there's one or two that we haven't announced that he likes as well. Me personally, I think I like.
Man, Harada's
Jin
all over
Kazama the
King.
most so far. He's drastically different. You know, throughout the series, he first started off in the Mishima style that he used in Tekken 3, and then around Tekken 4, he shifted to a more traditional karate approach. And this time, because of the story arc in 7, where he gains more
Like the
control of his
cameraman.
devil abilities, he has a very unique move set this time. Where, if you've probably seen the trailers, the wing appears, and
KO.
disappears, etc. I think the overall look and the design is the team made just an outstanding.
KO looks
job
dope.
this
I like the
time.
camera.
Absolutely. And I was a Jin main back in the Tekken 3 days, and I've kind of migrated over towards like Marshall.
RDC will
and,
come back. Oh yeah,
a little
for
bit
sure.
of Kazuya as well. So yeah, I've been playing Jin for a long time.
Well, like I think this is behind his choice of King as well, but you'll notice that you like the normal character, the way they play, but then when you try the heat moves that are specific to them, it makes you want to try this other character, etc. So there's no end to it. Just like, you can't put down the game.
Well, gentlemen, thank you both so much for your time. I can't wait to play more Tekken 8. I'm going to go play more right now, actually. And thank you so much to everyone for watching.
We'll break it all the
do me a
time,
favor
yeah.
and like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Like and subscribe. Anything else good? Before we go, I'm getting sleepy. Pro Wrestler Reacts. OST character trailer music. Gameplay. RoboCop. Impression. Hours ago. Probably call it there for now. I gotta get rest. We gotta make some food. Beef jerky wasn't enough. Hey, I'm glad you made it out, man. I'm glad everybody made it out. Retro Cochito, Death by Daiso, M-Force. And thanks again, Thrifty, for the raid. Do appreciate that. Man, excuse me. A lot of info. Any time to like absorb. Magic 4s are gone. I hate that. I think a lot of counter hit launchers are about to be gone. Sucks. I want to see all of law gameplay. Where's the breakdown of the law gameplay? Alright. Let's see. Go here. Bam. I'm gonna see live. Send y'all to. We playing something. Like King's back one, yep. Either not a counter hit launcher or you have to commit. Yeah, you have to commit. I hope Law has a move he can commit to with Magic 4 to launch. And not many people are live right now. No one's live on Hump Day. Play Resident Evil. We got spinning power bomb. This means he still has. I'm sure he still has giant swing. We raid Eris? You got anyone to raid? Anyone got any suggestions? Anybody? Got a missed call and a voicemail from an unknown number. Eliciting for my license plate number. What is it? Your insurance? Everyone gone. What's going on? Raid all Arnis, I guess. The old 6-man shout.
Now what about
Good old RE4. I'm gonna be looking at, see if anyone's on YouTube with any law breakdowns from the new footage. Man, I wonder if there's footage of move lists anywhere. Fuck. That'd be cool, I guess not. Damn. Catch you next time. Peace out, y'all.